All right, so it is crazy to talk about this, even though the part 1 LR isn't even out yet at the time of this recording. But I want to talk about the discussion the community has been having about whatever the part 2 LR is. And there has been a lot of really, I think, fun and interesting discussions around this. And I think there could be some pretty unique choices. So that's why I want to, I guess, just talk about it now whilst it's actually in the community like this. And then as we get closer to the part 2 LR drop, maybe we'll revisit it, get some actual, I guess, responses in a tweet that I'll make, things like that. Maybe we get some sort of hint, right? I think there's the possibility that it's something that no one is predicting, but let's go ahead and take a look here. So I think first and foremost, a lot of people, again, we did see this home screen, and the thing about this home screen here is that this makes a lot of people think that Broly, or actually I wonder if we can get the there isn't it a where is it at? The, because it's a wallpaper as well, right? This is the home screen, basically, this wallpaper. Pretty cool, honestly, looks really nice. And people are saying, hey, you know, Broly's right there. Tanabata, like, you know, home screens that has both like the part 1 and part 2 LR, like last year was Goku versus Jiren, for example. Things like that, right? We had Blue Falcon and Goku and Evolution Vegeta, and then Jiren in the background, right? So it would make sense if Broly would be the part 2 LR. And I think, you know, Broly definitely does deserve something. I mean, again, in fact, I feel like the entire pre-Gogeta section of DBS Broly, I've said this in so many of these videos leading to the celebration when I was predicting, like, you know, oh, hey, DBS Broly could be a possibility. I just didn't think they would do Gogeta again, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Everything pre-Gogeta, or I guess I could say specifically pre-Super Saiyan Broly, to be more specific, hasn't been touched since the original Dragon Ball Super Broly celebration, which came out in 2019. Right, 2019 February for Global, in fact 2018 for JP in December. Just at the very end of it, you know, Broly, then God Goku, God Vegeta, and then, you know, we have these two right here. I should have brought up God Goku again. Like, these are the only versions of Wrathful Broly, God Goku, God Vegeta, and then Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta for the movie. We did just get base form Vegeta, which is really cool. He doesn't really do too much, so I wasn't expecting him to be some sort of Dokkan Fest release. We also don't have, where is it, the SSR versions of these guys. Like, we don't have Super Saiyan Goku in this movie, who actually fights quite a bit. Super Saiyan Vegeta for this movie fights quite a bit. You know, some of Super Saiyan Vegeta's animations are given to the LR gods. You know, some of the like good animations for God Vegeta is also given to the LR gods, but again, they are multiple years old at this point, and I would say we can get like a new Dokkan. I don't know, Dokkan's animations, especially this year, something about them feel different with the way that they do them. They feel much more fluid, so I think we could definitely see like slightly better animations for them. Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta, just like, we don't have anything from them in the game pretty much, which is again really insane. So much of DBS Broly is untouched, by the way, and it's like what's going on? So I mean, they could do plenty of things. They could do a tag Super Saiyan Vegeta, or like a tag God Vegeta and God Goku could be part 2. I think that was a possibility. I didn't really talk about or see too much talk about it. A lot of people were on the Wrathful Broly hype train, and I think Wrathful Broly makes a lot of sense because, you know, super bosses buff, movie bosses, he is on the new leader skill. If we take a look at the Goku and Frieza leader skill, in fact, I don't believe the LR gods fit, or the LR like an LR god Goku plus Vegeta wouldn't fit this unless they do transform. So I mean, maybe it could be an intro where they transform. It wouldn't really make too much sense though. Maybe the Vegeta, like, you know, when Goku comes in, he transforms in the tag, and then like he goes like into God or something like that. Who knows? It could be like a God Goku that transforms into Super Saiyan Blue. Like their Super Saiyan Vegeta transforms to the God Vegeta. Like there's options that they can make them fit in here, you know, even if it isn't a tag. But I'm gonna just bring this up as a possibility, and then kind of rip it away because, you know, as much as I especially really love a Wrathful Broly right now, I feel like really good shot that DBS Broly is actually not the Part 2 LR. And the reason for that, the title screen ends on the 12th. For this is DBS Broly title screen, it's gone. The DBS Broly song Blizzard ends on the 12th. So this could very well be something that they are misleading us with, but I doubt it. I think this is just canon. Them being like, on the JP version, it's funny, the end date is in October, so we had no idea. And then the global data download hit and we got this. So hands up in the air, it is what it is. But yeah, so with that in mind, I feel like DBS Broly is actually not going to be the Part 2 LR because of the fact that Blizzard and that title screen is ending. And the 12th, I said that in my last video, I was like, I feel like the 12th would make a lot of sense, like 11th or 12th-ish range would make a lot of sense. It would be about 2 weeks from the banner. Next week we're gonna get like Golden Frieza ZZA, a DB story apparently we're getting for DBS Broly, Golden Free or just Golden Frieza, probably some red zones. I would think the data download, man, it might be, unless they do a double data download week this week, which is not impossible, but I'm not gonna say it's very likely. We might have like a mid or late week data download twice in a row. But it wouldn't make sense because Golden Frieza has come out. So what we'll probably see next week data download have a lot of stuff is what I'm thinking. Like I see the 1st or 12th. The next week, you know, it'll also have content for like the 8th, the 9th, 10th, like from here. And then we'll get the Part 2 LR data download here. We'll get some content here, then another data download like on Wednesday, right? It just depends. I think that's how I envision things. Unless they want to start us off with the dry week, the week of the Part 2 LR, which, I mean, I'm not going to put it past them. It has happened before for even major celebrations. So yeah, I mean, again, as much as I would love Wrathful Broly, unfortunately just doesn't seem to be the case, which sucks because, you know, Gifted Warriors here for movie heroes, I feel like it just feels so much sense to drop a Wrathful Broly. And again, I'm not gonna put DBS Broly like 100% out of the picture. I guess the reason why they gave Gifted Warriors is so the banner unit fits the, rather than Broly, it's so that this banner unit fits, right? Because again, I think that whatever the Part 2 LR is will probably fit the leader skill, the full buff here. So, you know, that's why I was like, you know, DBS Broly Wrathful just makes a lot of sense as he is a Gifted Warriors character, but it is what it is. It is what it is, unfortunately. So we can go ahead and close this. And again, I think there's a couple of interesting options, and I just want to bring this up immediately. This theory to me makes a lot of sense. So this person noticed this basically like right after the reveals, and I retweeted it and everything like that. Could it be that a reverse exchange is coming? So right here again, we had the new Union battle events, which, you know, was very, very fun. The first 2 stages were fused fighters. You had to use 5 total fused fighters. Then we got Golden Frieza and Gogeta as a tag character. Of course, with the Gogeta portion being there, that allows them to be on the fused fighters team. Really cool. Then for stages 3 and 4, we got Hybrid Saiyans. Now, you could argue this is just related to the Global Dokkan campaign for the most part, where we got like a new Fusion Fighters leader, and I believe this new LR also does lead Hybrid Saiyans. That is very likely to be the case, I would say, but if we're gonna go off of this potentially, I think that a Hybrid Saiyans LR makes a lot of sense. And the most popular theory people are saying right now is Beast Gohan plus like Orange Piccolo as a tag character. And I mean, it makes a lot of sense to me because of the fact that Orange Piccolo is a Gifted Warriors character. All Piccolos are on Gifted Warriors. So because of Orange Piccolo being on the card, we would be able to have a Gifted Warriors character here. The only reason I don't want this is because we don't have a standalone Orange Piccolo, and I would really like for him to get like a Dokkan event update, because the current Dokkan event we have for Piccolo specifically is mostly for Awakening. It's mostly for, what's the word, like Power Awakening Piccolo, because again we see Extreme Release of Latent Power. I mean, Orange Piccolo is on here, and I believe the Beast Gohan event was awakened into just actual Beast Gohan, so I would assume whenever we get an Orange Piccolo, this could be updated. But I would really like to get a Dokkan Fest version of this. To me, that just makes a lot of sense, just to have this Dokkan event updated. We can get just a standalone Orange Piccolo is what I would really like before we even get a tag Orange Piccolo and Beast, honestly. Not saying that we can't get a tag Orange Piccolo and Beast to fit hybrids, but that's just what I personally would like. Considering we did get standalone Beast as well. And, you know, maybe instead, like, we can get tag Gammas or standalone Beast, or not standalone Beast, like just an Orange Piccolo card that's named Orange Piccolo. Then we get a transforming Ultimate Gohan into Beast Gohan. Could be like a future, like even dual Dokkan Fest or anniversary release. And I feel like, you know, these kind of characters, like I feel like Superhero could lead its own celebration, but if they do Superhero here, I mean, there's quite a few easy A's. We have the two Gammas right here, and then Orange Piccolo Tech and Physical Beast Gohan, or Ultimate Gohan, whatever you want to call him, right? These guys EZA makes a lot of sense, because I'm starting to think that the cooler character EZAs will not happen. The biggest reason why is because, again, the only character here that fits the full leader skill is STR, Final Form Cooler, right? He's on Transformation Boost, but none of the other characters are in any of these three categories. So, with that in mind, I mean, the Piccolo and Gohan are both on Transformation Boosts, but the Gammas are not, right? So again, we look at Gohan here. We see Ultimate Gohan is on Transformation Boost because of the intro animation, actually. And then we see Piccolo is also on Transformation Boost because I assume with the intro animation where they both transform, right? A lot of intro animation characters that transform are actually on the category, so that is, you know, it makes a lot of sense for those two to EZA. And then maybe we get, again, obviously, or Orange Piccolo is also on Gifted Warriors, so like you can get a tag Piccolo and Gohan would be on this full leader skill. Ton of sense to me. I also think that there is another possibility there. And the other possibility is that it's not movies at all. And it's just some sort of hybrid Saiyan tag character, which, again, I don't want to rule out any potential possibility. So I brought up this. Trunks and Vegito Blue. So, or Future Gohan and Trunks, I think also counts. Just anything, something related to Trunks, because it's been a very long time since we've seen Trunks, just at all in this game. Trunks, like Future Trunks specifically. The last time we've had a new Future Trunks like release was Tech Future Trunks. I mean, we did get him represented in the Super Saiyan Goku Gohan and Trunks character. Really cool card altogether, but I feel like, you know, that's not something that I would constitute as a Trunks release, if that makes sense, right? Sorry, I took a drink of my coffee. And the last time we had an actual like Trunks LR was, of course, the 2023 Worldwide Celebration Super Saiyan Trunks here. I think this guy's animations could look better, you know, in a very big way, especially that finish skill. Oh my goodness, I mean, I'm sure you guys dare remember, this finish skill is just like, this looks good. I love the stab right here. It looks pretty nice. The voice acting is great. The shot's a little like, to me, it's kind of like boring. And then this is just like this little sputter, this little like fart. It's just awful. The ending is so bad. So like I don't know. I just like Zamasu like exploded into a flash of light going everywhere. It was really cool. And then this is very sauceless, right? And you know, it's not like we're gonna be sit here and be like, oh, it's okay, his other animations are the best in the world. Like these are fine. Like these animations are just like fine to me, right? I feel like we could definitely get a redo for these two, this character right here. And Vegito Blue, I'm just putting out just because it's Vegito Blue. I mean, when's the last like standalone Vegito we got? Wow, this is actually kind of crazy. It was year 5 Vegito is the last one we got. Now, of course, we got a bunch of fusing Vegetos over the years. Before you guys bring up your pitchforks, we still got many Vegetos. Yes, we have. Of course, we got lots of fusing Vegetos. We got 2023 Worldwide Celebration Vegito Blue that you couldn't really use, but you know, he does exist. We got I think actually the only next one is actually the 10th anniversary one now. Because after that, for like I'm trying to think. Yeah, pretty sure. Well, I guess we could look in Fusion Fighters to be double sure. But I mean, if we go down the line, I guess by just like actual release dates here, let me double check. But yeah, it was STR Vegito. Then obviously we had Super Saiyan 4 Vegito for Heroes, which is really cool. Then Limit Breaker Vegito was really good too. That's a really good release, to be fair. This guy though, if we're talking about like, I think the Heroes characters, I don't know if I would count them as an exception. Honestly, it is a Vegito card that we were able to use, which is really exciting. This year we got this guy, but I think one of the interesting things to me is that we have now all the Gogeta battle motions. Is really cool. We have base Gogeta as a battle motion now from this character. We have Super Saiyan Gogeta with the battle motion now from this character. We have Blue Gogeta from this character as well. They updated both of his battle motions. We did get Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's battle motions during the anniversary as well. And that's pretty much just like all the Gogetas for the most part. I don't know if there's any Gogeta that I'm missing specifically. I believe, yeah, the Dragon Ball Z Gogeta also does have his battle motion too from the year 10 LR. So all these Gogetas have their battle motions, but there are still a few that Vegito could get from base form Vegito and Super Saiyan Vegito, or not Super Saiyan Vegito. Super Saiyan Vegito has it. Base and Blue Vegito could use new battle motions still, and it does make a lot of sense that they want to go through a lot of the popular characters to just get them battle motions this year, because I mean, getting Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I guess to be fair, this guy got his battle motion during the 7th anniversary, right? But getting like Rose Goku Black in here, I guess Blue Goku and Vegeta just like standard. Not a lot of them don't have these battle motions, but still, I mean, okay, Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan definitely, or like Ultimate Gohan definitely could use battle motions as well. Okay. That's kind of like one thing I'm thinking of though. Like, imagine like physical Vegeta Blue getting a battle motion with like a new Vegito Blue release or something like that. Like, I would assume, I mean, would the LR just be Vegito and then you tag into Trunks from turn 4? It's probably what would happen. I think it would be like turn 1 Vegito into Trunks that tags, and then maybe Trunks with the tag transforms, and then he could be put in transformation boost. Is physical sort of help Trunks, like if you look up transformation boost, I know I'm like going all around the place. I should look this up before. Is physical sort of help Trunks on transformation boost, or is he not? I do not remember if I could actually spell. So Trunks, physical Trunks is not on transformation boost, so maybe again you could say, oh, he's not on transformation boost, so that probably takes away this idea. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. He's not a movie bus here. That's what I brought up. I'm stupid. I'm like, this is like extremely dumb. But my second point for this, right? And again, I also understand that people would want Future Saga again. I think that's completely valid. You get like Future Saga twice in a row again. But after we got 3 Gogetas during this kind of year, We got multiple DB Saga celebrations during this year. Like again, we just take a look here at the release schedule, man. We got so many. Like I feel like we got multiple of like kind of the same quote unquote theme during this year with a lot of these character releases. We got so much Tournament of Power kind of stuff as well, or yeah, not necessarily Tournament of Power stuff, but like universe participant stuff. I wouldn't put it past them to do like multiple Future Saga releases, honestly. Especially because, I mean, there's a bunch of Future Saga EZAs lined up. And that's the second point here I'm going to talk about here. Trunks, Androids, Gohan, and Trunks here. All three of these characters are just sitting here without their EZA. More importantly, again, I said this, Dimension Part 2 is all our attack Trunks and Vegeta Blue, and that's why they held off on these Super EZAs. It is really interesting to me that this guy, and this guy all do not have Super EZAs. No, like they're just there. They're just waiting. Why would they not Super EZA him during this celebration? Unless maybe they plan to have another Future Saga release. And I do think that we will get another Future Saga release this year. Whether it's this character, maybe this character releases a Future Gohan plus Trunks card. That would be really cool. That would fit the hybrid Saiyan kind of thing there. They would help quite a few teams. I mean, this Trunks is on youth, so it would also be a youth character for the new LR Gohan, Goten, and Trunks that released a month ago. This would be a really great addition to that team. This character would again be on Future Saga, so the Blues team, right? Maybe they put them on transformation boost. Maybe it's like a how to explain? Maybe Gohan has a revival ability, and then you tag into Trunks after the revival ability or something. Like maybe the revive is locked until, or like the tag is locked until you revive with Future Gohan. Then you tag into Trunks and get the Super Saiyan transformation animation, which we do not have Trunks' Super Saiyan transformation in game. This could also put them on transformation moves, which is really cool. There's like many options for this character. I think that this would be a really great release to happen. I would just assume for a major celebration it'd go with something like Vegeta Blue, just because it's Vegeta Blue. But again, I think this would be a really interesting release too. And again, it is something that's completely different from DBS Broly, right? I would actually arguably say that this might be just a straight up better release to do, just because I think a lot of people would not like this compared to like this even, because they're going to be like, we just got DBS Future Saga, right? But this would excite more so the general player base more. Firstly, it doesn't make sense that they save these guys. Secondly, I mean, we did get Vegeta and Trunks as EZA, right? But to me, it is still very interesting that Vegeta has this Trunks support. Like, you would almost think that this would be, constituted for a new release. And it could really just be for this character. But I could very much see the idea of a new Trunks character releasing that benefits from this rather than an EZA. That's kind of what I've always felt about this. And again, it could be either of these characters. But it's really weird. Like, Future Saga feels like they had so many options that they just didn't do in terms of EZAs or Super EZAs, right? In fact, I kind of want to look at the JP timeline here just because it'd be a bit easier for me, just in case I need to, I guess, talk something about like the general timeline of things releasing. But again, we can take a look at all the Super EZAs available. Fusions of Monster Tech, Blue Vegeta, and Sword of Hope Trunks. We talked about all three of those characters. This Trunks right here could get an EZA. This AGL Trunks could get an Extreme Z Awakening. And Prime Battle Trunks can get a Super EZA. I would say, physical Trunks right here, Super EZA. EZAs for these two. I mean, Future Gohan, if they really want to go in their bag, they could do that. I don't think they would. These two, Tech, Goku Black. And again, I guess, that's why maybe if we go by release date, because we don't know if they're going by release date or actual, how to explain it? Like, we don't know if they're going by release date or by EZA date, but even then, again, like, you could again throw in Tech Goku Black and Zamasu in here, Tech Vegeta Blue and Esther Rose eventually can get one. This Trunks right here as well can get one. And again, just for normal EZAs, we talked about a lot of the other options as well. So Esther Vegeta Blue could get a Super EZA. Like, there's still a lot that we can get in terms of Future Saga. In terms of super bosses specifically, though, I mean, it is pretty much just Tech Fusion Zamasu and then Tech Goku Black and Zamasu. But imagine, like, these four Super EZA, and then we got, like, an EZA for, I guess, the Age Old Trunks or something. Like this guy right here. I don't know. I think that would be kind of peak. I think I would like that. It'd be a bunch of really good EZAs. And then Goku Black's team would get, again, more help, which I think is really important. Goku Black's team is definitely the weakest global Dokkan campaign team that we've seen so far out of all the characters available. We did just get this Frieza plus Gogeta card. I think that card really helps out, especially because, again, the biggest issue I think with Goku Black's team isn't necessarily the strength of the characters, but it's the HP. I think that is where this team kind of fumbles, because at the end of the day, these are free-to-play characters with free-to-play stats. So their HP is quite low, right? For just characters in general. Their HP just kind of hurts the team in a negative way. Having this LR added here is really good, because this guy has 23,000 HP. So instead of running physical clone Goku Black or something, like, you could run Golden Frieza plus Gogeta, right? Because, okay, we need all 5 types still for the clones. So, like, we could run STR Rose, Tech Clone, Ajo Rose, Tech Goku Black, Interfusion Zamasu, then Physical Broly Trio. And that's all 5 types, no? Unless I'm missing one, but I'm pretty sure I'm not, because STR obviously, yeah, that's all 5 types right there. But maybe we get, you know, Tech Fusion Zamasu, Super EZA, Tech Goku Black Zamasu, Super EZA. That's a lot of tech characters. But you guys get the point. You know, you could run In-Hit. In-Hit's not even a bad option. But anyways, I just felt like talking about this just because it's, again, been thrown a lot around in the community. Tag Trunks Final Gogeta Blue. There's no Vegito. Future Saga 220%. I mean, I guess it would be, I don't know what leader skill they would have specifically. Like, there are so many leader skill possibilities. Maybe it is just like Future Saga 220%. Wouldn't it be terrible? Yeah, again, a lot of people are like, Bumpy Rage Trunks possibilities are endless. We'll see what happens. Keep that creature away from Trunks. I think that Trunks getting something here, because again, the difference between people might say, oh, you want a Trunks but not a new Orange Piccolo. I do want a new Orange Piccolo. I feel like I would rather Orange Piccolo be his own card. Trunks from DBS has had plenty of his own cards as well. I mean, again, they don't really give tag characters intro animations, which is the only thing. Like, it's like, I would like for it to be like a Trunks that, how to explain it? Like, tags into, or like a Trunks that would maybe they tag, maybe it's like Trunks sort of turn tags into Vegeta Blue, but I can kind of see like Vegeta Blue, then you tag into Trunks shows up in for this Sword of Hope, and then maybe he transforms during the animation. I guess to be fair, the Dragon Ball Super for Hope Trunks, which again is the last thing we're gonna look at, the exchange animation or the Stand Mexico animation, he's still Super Saiyan here now. He is. So if it's like base form Trunks somehow and he transforms here, I think Trunks is just Super Saiyan here in general now. If they find some way to make him transform, then he could be in Transformation Boost, which again would be a good addition. I think Transformation Boost is just a good team in general. Again, I'm real. I keep forgetting that he wouldn't be on this team because he's not a movie heroes and movie bosses. But I think Transformation Boost would be a good team as well. So I mean, the 2 leaders for now is the Diamond characters. So, you know, am I missing, like, is there not another Transformation Boost leader? We definitely need a new one. Yeah. You know, it'd be good to have him here. So anyways, I'm ending before I start keep making mistakes, whatever. Thanks all for watching. LR's tonight. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.